What day is it? Could you please tell me? What day is it? I'm confused, you see. Is it Sunday? No. Is it Monday? No. Is it Tuesday, Bluesday, Betterware, Tuesday? No. Is it Wednesday? No. Is it Thursday? Shut up. Is it Friday, Saturday, Betterware, Saturday? Maybe it's tomorrow and maybe it's not. Maybe it's yesterday. I just forgot. Maybe it's tomorrow and maybe it's not. Maybe it's yesterday. I just forgot. Hey, what day is it? Could you please tell me? What day is it? What day is it? I'm confused, you say. Oh!
And now, from the apocalypse, it's his basement, it's his rules, it's his game show. What the world needs now. And that's really bad singing. See, that's what's horrible about it. I'm not gonna do that one, so done.
Oh no! Oh no, Pigman! No, come back! Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I want to hear more singing Pigman. That makes me incredibly happy. If you're in the chat and you want to hear more singing Pigman, because I know he lurks in the chat, so let Pigman know that you want more singing Pigman. Welcome to Universal Remote. My name is Devin Pike. Thank you very much for being here, being a part of it, just being one of the astonishing people who is running around with us. And I've lost my lower third. I don't know. Oh, there it is. I had a lower third built. I just forgot what the key code was for it. This is Universal Remote. It is live online trivia. We do this each and every Monday at 9 p.m. Central. That's 10 Eastern and 7 Pacific. I would say that we do this as a Thursday night show too, same times. Hopefully we'll be able to do that as well too, and I'll tell you why. It's hopefully here in a little bit. It is very simple to play. If you want to play along, it is very simple. Take a look over to your right in the YouTube chat window. If you're playing on your desktop, the chat window should already be there. If you're playing on your mobile device, you can swipe around. I think you have to swipe up or left or right. And then if you swipe one way, you get the chat window. If you swipe another way, you get a date with Pigman, which is odd because he's taken. It is scored for the first 3 people that answer the question after it appears in the chat. That's important. That's the delineator. That is your go signal to put your answers into the chat window. First round, it is 30 points for the first person to answer correctly, 20 points for the second, and 10 for the third. Those points double in the second round. It's incredibly easy. It's incredibly fun. And if you have the most points at the end of the game, guess what? You will be crowned the smartest person on the internet until the next time we play the game. So, pot's right. Everybody gets set. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go ahead and do this with our first channel of the evening. It is ESPN The Ocho. Hey kids, remember live sports? I remember when sports were so plentiful, we were just making up fake sports in films to cheer on. So, you have to name these fake sports as we go through them in our game. So let's do this. It is question number 1. If you volunteer as tribute, you just might end up facing Katniss and losing for your district, condemning them to eat nothing but 10-year-old stale Pop-Tarts in this battle to the death. Once again, if you volunteer as tribute, you might end up facing Katniss and losing for your district, condemning them to eat nothing but 10-year-old stale Pop-Tarts and battling to the death. Right. Hey, Felissa, we got music. Question number 2. This fake sport was invented by Trey Parker and Matt Stone so they could do a chrome ball hitch joke with Jenny McCarthy in this hybrid of baseball and basketball. Once again, this fake sport was invented by Trey Parker and Matt Stone so they could do a chrome ball hitch joke with Jenny McCarthy in this hybrid of baseball and basketball. All right. And spelling does count for that, by the way, so be careful. And our third and final question of this channel. The janitor tricks JD into a game of jiggly ball in the parking lot of Sacred Heart Hospital, the setting of this show. Once again, the janitor, or Dr. Jan Etor, tricks JD into a game of jiggly ball in the parking lot of Sacred Heart Hospital, the setting of this show. All right. And there we go. That is it for that channel. Let's move on to our next channel of the afternoon, evening, whenever you're actually watching the show. It is Cartoon Network. Saturday morning cartoons on steroids. Cartoon Network and its sibling, Boomerang, have become the best babysitter for kids and stoners everywhere. So let us know if you're a kid at heart, or celebrate 420 every day, and answer the following questions. All right? Yep. Question number 1. If an I practice this damn word. If an anthropomorphic horse swung into the room, beat me on the head with a guitar, and screamed, "Kabong!" What Hanna-Barbera character just gave me grounds to file a class action lawsuit? Once again, if an anthropomorphic horse swung to the room, beat me on the head with a guitar, and screamed "Kabong!" What Hanna-Barbera character gave me grounds to file a class action lawsuit? The next two questions are not going to be nearly as hard for me to say. Question number 2. In Young Justice, which actually is on Netflix right now, and the numbers might convince them to do more episodes, and so you should all watch it. Where'd that go? There it went. Megan Morse is the secret identity of what hero? Once again, in Young Justice, Megan Morse is the secret identity of which hero? All right. And our third and final question of this channel. In Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, Aqualad has been voiced by which sci-fi teen heartthrob? Shut up, Garth! Once again, in Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, Aqualad has been voiced by which sci-fi teen heartthrob? I'm sure that the person involved would not consider themselves a heartthrob, but you know what? I'll allow it. Okay. Sci-fi teen heartthrob. All right, our third channel for the first round and for the game is TV Arithmetic. No one said there would be math, damn it. What I want you to do is to take these classic TV word problems and give us the answer. You ready? Here we go. I want you to give me the number of boys on the Brady Bunch plus the number of Darrens on Bewitched. That's phrased incorrectly. And I'm going to phrase it right in the chat. There. The number of males on the Brady Bunch plus the number of Darrens on Bewitched. Okay. Question number 2. Gilligan's Island Castaways minus House of Cards seasons. Gilligan's Island Castaways minus House of Cards seasons. And our final question for this round, number of Simpsons kids times number of Flanders kids. That's the number of Simpsons kids times the number of Flanders kids. Flanders is kids. Flanders is kids. All right, that is going to wrap it up for the first round of questions, which means that it is snack time once again here at Network 23, otherwise known as my apartment. We're tabulating the scores right now, and it won't take a hell of a lot of time because Woody, who is our scorekeeper, does an amazing job with keeping it all straight. Thank God he actually, I was able to sucker him into doing this, because if I was managing all of this myself, it would be a complete and total disaster. Because some of you guys were here for the first couple of times as we were tweaking the concept and getting it ready to go. And it was a headache. It was a cluster. And fortunately, I reached out to my buddy Woody and I said, please help us. And Woody said, yeah, sure, fine, screw it. So cheers to everybody on snack time. I am in my first week of treatment. I'm back in treatment for cancer, and it is a ridiculous time to be going to the hospital for any reason whatsoever. I am not brave. I've heard that from a lot of people. Well-intentioned people. They don't mean to say anything that's bad or wrong with it. It's just my definition of bravery is a lot different from that, because I sincerely don't feel like I'm doing anything. The people who are brave are the people who are there each day. I'm immunocompromised. Pretty much everybody who is in treatment is immunocompromised right now. That's just the way it goes. When you look at the things that the CDC says, you're at risk if you're old, or you're at risk if you're immunocompromised, and cancer patients. So it's like, okay, well, thanks for singling me out and the thousands of other people who are going through this at this time. The people who are doing this every single day, the people who are in medical professions that don't even have to do with COVID-19 treatment and diagnosis, but still have to glove up, mask up, perform a makeshift airlock so people don't feel threatened by what's going on. They're the ones who are brave. I just sit there. I mean, I am the worst. I mean, I'm the best patient because I'll do whatever they tell me to do. But they are the ones who deserve the brave tag. The people who are working in stores, my buddy Jamie M, who is playing along with us tonight, is working in conditions that are frightening, because she's out there in public with plexiglass shields and gloves on to try to make sure that she doesn't bring a bug home with her. Don't bring your work home with you. It's a bad idea on any thing. Of course, those of us who are working from home, they get that. But Jamie wants a cookie. Jamie deserves a cookie. You deserve a hell of a lot more than that. Every single person who is an essential worker in the actual sense of the word, you guys are the brave ones. And I sincerely am grateful for every single one of you. And that's why I do this show. I do this show from here, so for 30 minutes, it's not like we're trapped in our homes with our family members who may or may not want to be around us anymore at this point. My cats certainly don't. What I want for you guys to do, and I always try to say this every time I throw on a microphone or a camera, be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. What that means in this moment is just think about people who aren't you. And would you want, it's the golden rule. Would you want to be treated the way you're treating other people? It's just that simple. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. And if that means staying at home for another 2 months so people like me can actually get out in public again and people like Jamie can go to work without having to worry about whether or not she's going to bring something home and threaten her brother. That's what it means. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. All right? There will be a lot less preaching next time for snack time, and I'll tell you why once we tabulate the scores and see where we are. After, let's see. You still adding it in? No, you got that all lined in there. So, let's see. Our top 5, we've got Dwayne in 5th, Ken Goach in 4th, Shannon in 3rd, The Godfather knocking on the door, Rob Irvin in 2nd, and so far, leading the scores, Zach Schroeder is kicking it with 90 points. But guess what, kids? Those mean nothing. It means nothing because we're cranking it up for the second round. The scores double in the second round, so it's 60 for first, 40 for second, and 20 for third. If you guys are ready to kick off, I'm going to do something that's going to make you a little mad because these are wordy questions. Pigman hates it when I do wordy questions, but that's okay because these are actually fun. It is time for the TV Guide channel. Make the snack card go away. Yes, the TV Guide channel. There used to be a thing before you could hit a button on your remote where you'd have to look in a book that was sent to your house every week that would tell you what's on your TV. It's a pretty thin book because there were only 10 channels. There were 3 networks and a few affiliates. So guess what? This is how this runs. You need to figure out what show I am describing in painstaking detail and let me know what they are. Here we go with question number 1. In the New York criminal justice system, the people are oppressed by 2 separate yet equally annoying groups. The mutated and overly angry bailiffs who deliver the criminals to the magician, moonlighting as a judge, and the oversexed and overly repressed attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories. If I do the bong bong, that'll make you think that that's actually what that show is, but it's not. Again, mutated and overly angry bailiffs who deliver criminals to a magician moonlighting as a judge, and oversexed, overly repressed attorneys prosecuting the offenders. That was question number 1. Here comes question number 2. Oh my goodness. Nope, even that's too long. Pigman's gonna kill me. This tale of teenage rebellion focuses on a young political prisoner repressed in his own home by parents who refuse to face the realism of the 80s. The boy's only friend has romantic delusional well, shit. I'm not playing my music bed, nor am I showing you what the question is. There. The boy's only friend has romantic delusional tendencies for the boy's sister who constantly spurns him for Neanderthal left-wing poverty cases. No, kids, it's not a Russian folktale. It's an NBC sitcom. Thank God you guys bailed me out on that. And this is where Pigman is going to message me something saying, see, I told you, these things are too fucking long. All right, question number 3, a little bit shorter, thank God. It is an afternoon cooking show hosted by a former British intelligence agent who traveled the world and wrote an unveiling look at the mysteries of French gastronomics. Who is this international woman of mystery? Once again, an afternoon cooking show hosted by a former British intelligence agent who traveled the world and wrote an unveiling look at the mysteries of French gastronomics. This international woman of mystery is whom? All right. Yes, Pigman. Yes, I know. You're exactly right. So let's go to one that's a little bit easier to pronounce and say. Yes, that's time for the Rocky Horror Picture Show channel. As much as it pains for me to admit it, this year, the Rocky Horror Picture Show turns 45 years old. And it not only gave lazy. lazy, loudmouth theater dorks like me something to do on Friday and Saturday nights. But it also provided an amazing array of actors a well-deserved break. Answer these questions about the many ripples that Rocky Horror made through pop culture. Here is question number 1 in the Rocky Horror Picture Show channel. Denton may be the home of happiness, but Cleveland hosted a cult classic dance-off between the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, on this sitcom. Once again, it was Cleveland that hosted a cult classic dance-off between fans of the Rocky Horror Picture Show and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, on this show, this sitcom. Right. Question number 2. Long past her days of being a slut, Susan Sarandon popped in on Saturday Night Live to play the mother of this mother lover and the current star of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Spelling counts. Once again, long past her days of being a slut, Susan Sarandon popped in on Saturday Night Live to play the mother of this mother lover and the current star of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And finally, in the Rocky Horror Picture Show channel, Barry Bostwick and Meatloaf paid a visit to William McKinley High during their production of the Rocky Horror Picture Show on this Fox musical dramedy. Dramedy. I always thought it was dramedy because it's pronounced drama and comedy, so dramedy would make sense, but I've heard it pronounced dramedy, and it really just makes me insane. All right, and our final channel for the evening is one of my absolute favorites. It is MythBusters. For 17 seasons, Jamie, Adam, Carrie, Tori, and Grant worked feverishly to dispel urban legends and common misgivings about the world around us. Here are questions that the team never got around to putting to the test. Myths about television itself. If you're ready, here we go. Here's question number 1, or statement number 1. You have to tell me if these statements are busted, confirmed, or plausible. Busted, plausible, or confirmed. Confirmed, busted, or plausible. You ready? Here's statement number 1. Zsa Zsa Gabor once came on The Tonight Show holding a cat in her lap. She asked Johnny Carson, "Would you like to pet my pussy?" His reply, "I'd love to, but you'll have to remove the damn cat." Once again, Zsa Zsa Gabor once came on The Tonight Show holding a cat in her lap. She asked Johnny Carson, "Would you like to pet my pussy?" His response, "I'd love to, but you'll have to remove the damn cat." So, the question is this confirmed, plausible, or busted? All right. That's it for question 1. Here's question number 2. What is the strangest place you've ever made whoopee? Was one of host Bob Eubanks' favorite questions on the Newlywed Game. One contestant responded to this question with the answer, "That'd be up the butt, Bob." Once again, what's the strangest place you've ever made whoopee? Was one of Bob Eubanks' favorite questions on his Newlywed Game. One contestant responded to this question with the answer, "That'd be up the butt, Bob." Is this plausible, confirmed, or busted? All right. And the final question for the game. Not just the round, not just the category, but the game. During the Beatles' first interview on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1964, in essence their very first big American television appearance, crime rates across the United States uniformly plummeted. Once again, during the Beatles' first interview on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1964, their first television appearance in America, crime rates across the U.S. plummeted. Is this confirmed? Is this plausible? Or is this busted? right. That is going to wrap it up for our final channel on Universal Remote for today. I would like to thank every single person for playing along. It's been another fun game for me. I hope it's been fun for you. So let's see. I teased this a little bit earlier. It feels like a lifetime ago. Oh, I need to give you all the answers. Yes, okay, all right, fine. I'll go up to the top. On ESPN, the Ocho, if you volunteer as tribute, you'd be playing in the Hunger Games. The fake sport invented by Trey Parker and Matt Stone was basketball. Dr. Jan Etorg tricks JD into a game of jiggly ball in Scrubs. On Cartoon Network, the anthropomorphic horse, first time, swings into the room, beats me on the head with a guitar. That, of course, was Quick Draw McGraw. Not El Kabong, that was his alter ego, but the horse that I'd be suing would be Quick Draw McGraw. Young Justice, Megan Morse was the secret identity of Miss Martian. We also accepted Megan Morse, if you typed that in. I didn't see if anybody did or not. And in Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, Aqualad was voiced by Will Wheaton, not Rob Lowe. As far as I know, Rob Lowe was not a sci-fi heartthrob in his teen years. He was a heartthrob, not a sci-fi heartthrob. Television arithmetic, the number of males on the Brady Bunch. So you have 3 boys plus Mike Brady, plus the number of Darrens on Bewitched. There were 2 of them. The number was 6. The number of Gilligan's Island castaways was 7. House of Cards ran for 6 seasons. So that answer was 1. And then the number of Simpsons kids was 3 times the number of Flanders kids, which was 2. So that was also 6. Didn't mean for it to come out that way, but so be it. All right, TV Guide channel. No, it was not Law and Order. I was reading it like Law and Order. However, it was Night Court. The Russian folktale turned NBC sitcom was Family Ties, and Julia Child was the former British intelligence agent who traveled the world. Look up Julia and Julia. It's a great film. One of Meryl Streep's most fun performances, where she's not really chewing scenery, even though it seems like it. So really loved that film a lot. For the Rocky Horror Channel, the Drew Carey Show hosted the sing-off between Priscilla Queen of the Desert fans and Rocky Horror fans. Andy Samberg was the mother lover in Mother Lover that Susan Sarandon was serenaded by. And Barry Bostwick and Meatloaf paid a visit to William McKinley High in the show Glee. For MythBusters, and this is the one that I had the most fun actually researching. Zsa Zsa Gabor never went on The Tonight Show and asked would you like to pet my pussy. Everybody thinks they saw it. There were people who went on the show and swore it, but Johnny flatly denied it. No one can come up with tape on it, even though they erased a lot of those tapes of the show. But according to everybody involved, it didn't happen and couldn't because the censors were so strict. They taped that show hours in advance. There's no way Standards and Practices would have ever let that go on the air. So that one is busted. That'd Be Up the Butt Bob is actually confirmed. It actually did happen. It is one of those urban legends about TV that is 100% accurate. And it was one of Bob Eubanks' favorite things to regale people with. And that was one of the things that made it through to air. A lot of ones didn't, and they were a lot more graphic than that. So, the Beatles' first appearance on Ed Sullivan, crime actually did go down in New York, Boston, and Chicago. Apocryphally, it went down in a similar fashion around the country. So, while it is not confirmed, it is definitely plausible. So, there's your answers. Here are your scores. In 5th place with 120 points, Shannon Hatcher. In 4th place, 140 points, is Desley Owens. Good, there's not any ties, thank God. 170 points in 3rd place, it is Dwayne McDonald. 2nd place, but number 1 in your hearts, the Iron Man, the Godfather, Rob Irvin. And with 330 points, 4 out of 6 first I'm sorry, 4 out of 18 questions he answered first out of everybody else. And another 3 of them he got in as second. That would be the smartest person on the internet tonight, Zach Schroeder. Zach, my brother, you are the smartest person on the internet. At least you are for the next 71 hours and 30 minutes when we will come back again and do this. I've been teasing this for a little while, and I cannot wait for Thursday. I hope that I'm able to actually make it. If not, we'll postpone it to Monday. But joining us via video on Thursday for snack time, very dear friend of mine, one of the 4 comic book men. He was the person who dragged Kevin Smith into the World Wide Web age. Ming Chen will be joining us via chat to talk about a bunch of different stuff. I've already told him there's going to be a lot of really cool questions. And if there's something you want to ask Ming, whether it be about comic book men, whether it be about his A Shared Universe podcast studio, whether it be about working with Kevin Smith, go ahead and email me, devin@devinpike.com. That is also where you send in your video intros of you saying who you are, where you're calling from, and what channel you want to select. Number between 1 and 15. Doesn't matter which one. So, with that said, my name is Devin Pike. Thank you very much for being a part of this again. It is my pleasure to put this on for you guys each and every single night that we do it. I'm glad to see you spreading the word, and I enjoyed putting this on. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. For everybody involved, for Pigman, for Woody Twistin' and Tweakin' on the scoreboard, my name is Devin Pike. I sincerely hope to see all you guys soon. Be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. I will see you again soon with another episode of Universal Remote. Peace.